Hi everyone, it's Julie Barrett with A Clear Sign. This week we have a question from a reader named Mary, and Mary asks, I don't or can't seem to hear or sense my intuitive team at all. I feel like I'm talking to or posing questions in a vacuum. I'm not sure if it's just that I've got too much clutter in my mind or what the deal is. I would love your thoughts on, presuming it's clutter, how to open up the lines of communication, or if it isn't clutter, what would be keeping me from hearing my team? Okay, this is a pretty simple yet huge question. So, just to keep this something that is really easily addressed and dealt with for right now, let's presume a few things and set some ground rules for how we approach this. Okay, number one, yes, meditation helps. And clearing your mind in some ways helps. And I think the main reason why clearing your mind can help is simply because it makes you aware of what's going on in your environment so that you're receptive to and picking up on the signs that your team is sending you 24/7. But let's not embark on a big meditation adventure, and let's not even talk about what your primary clair is and how you get in intuitive information. Okay, let's just not go there, and we're going to go straight to signs and synchronicity because number one, everyone on the planet does indeed have a spiritual team. Okay, that's first, and you have to sort of go on trust with that one. Number two, um, they are sending you messages 24/7. It's just that you aren't in the frame of mind just yet to perceive them. So, how do we get there? Well, first of all, since we're going to go on trust and we're going to presume that I'm telling you the truth, and you do have a team, and they've known you since birth, or at least depending on the team members for years or for decades. Um, they know you really, really well, but the issue is you don't know them. So what do you do when you're meeting someone for the first time? You introduce yourself. So do that. Introduce yourself and say, you're going to set your intention here. I would like to learn who is on my team, and I would like to ask you for help in this. Then ask them a question. Be really, really clear and specific, and ask just the one time. Then say, I would like an answer to this question within 3 days, and I would like it to come in a series of either three signs or synchronicities so there will be no doubt in my mind. Then thank them and say that you're learning to trust and you need their help. I guarantee that if you approach it exactly that way, you will indeed see those signs that answer your question, or if you're just asking for confirmation that they exist, they will show you that they exist and they're communicating with you. Up to you how you want to approach it. The one thing that I would suggest you not do is don't wait till you're in a crisis to get to know your team. Just do this one day when everything is cool and calm and you simply want to make that connection and start opening up the door. There's plenty of time ahead of you to learn to do this in more intricate or complex ways, but really every guy can communicate with signs. So now here's your part that you really have to be open to. You've got to perceive those signs. You've got to pay attention. So other than setting intention, the biggest thing you can ever learn how to do when it comes to spiritual development is how to pay attention. It's sort of a process, but your guides will probably make it easy on you. So what are you looking for? Okay, first, look for other people. We call them earth angels for a reason. Look for overheard conversations, questions people ask you, people who come to offer you things, like maybe they suggest that you watch a movie or read a book. Pay attention to television, songs that come on the radio, and number sequences. Many times guides will communicate through repeating numbers, so watch out for them. Look at billboards, look at your phone, look at your clock, look at license plates. Just look around you. Then look for unusual occurrences in nature. Some of you who live in a city might not think this applies to you. It applies to you because what you're looking for is the unusual. So perhaps you may go by a property where there are birds all over or butterflies all over, but it's the wrong time of year for that particular bird to be out, or that butterfly is a really strange pattern or color that you've never seen before, or an animal crosses your path that you absolutely have never seen in that environment. That's the unusual. You're not looking for the stuff that you're just not observing every day, but it's there all the time. Okay, that's not a sign. You're looking for the unusual, you're looking for the repetitive. Okay, so then after that, you're going to have to piece it together. So I suggest that you try writing it down. If something unusual happens and you're not sure if that's a sign or that's it, just make a little note of it. And then by the end of the 3 days that you've set your intention for, you're going to see that you've gotten an answer to your question or a confirmation that your team is indeed there. Okay, so that's it. Give it a try. Let me know how it goes. I will be very, very happy to work with each and every one of you to sort it out or to make some sense of it. Thanks. This is Julie Barrett from A Clear Sign.